people in the community. We are PFX. Constance, nimekuona. Dedan, how are you? Welcome to PFX. Faith, welcome to PFX. Who else is new? Let me check. Sisi wengine ni wa huku. Sefi, welcome to PFX. Who else? I think the rest ni wa huku. How are you guys? Today is another day, and today is on a Thursday. Tomorrow is the main day. How many of us are ready for NFP? Tomorrow is the main day. If you have not paid your rent, you have not paid your bills, don't worry. Tomorrow is that day. Just come in the market, interrupt interpret the market. Boom, make your profits. As simple as it. Hivyo tu ndio unaunda pesa yako. So apparently the tension is trying to come to an end, but we'll leave Alex to discuss on that. But it is going to favor us as traders. It is going to favor us as traders. And I know some of us, when you're pendagi to sell gold, I know you're here. How many of us don't like selling gold? Because I don't like selling gold. I only buy gold. So it is your time to shine. Gold buyers, where are you? Mimi siwezi nikajaribu kusell gold. I don't sell gold. It's a natural gold ni kitu natural. Hiyo siwezi kajaribu kusell. It will always appreciate. So it is your time to shine, guys. Watu are buying on gold. Kama uliacha kutrade because gold was massively selling, it is your time to come back to the market. Buys now have been unlocked. Are we together? Buys have been unlocked. As you can see how the market is trying to present, buys has just been unlocked. So those of us who are gold buyers, prepare to buy. Buy gold. Don't do nothing else, just buy. Are we together? But I'm going to explain that shortly. So in the meantime, I want to allow Alex in the next maybe 3 to 5 minutes to bring us to terms and to at par with what is happening on the news factor. Remember, the market is being pushed by these three aspects. We have the technical, we have the fundamental, and we have the sentiment. So the sentiment part has been working mostly during the geopolitical tension. So we are coming to that end. So the what we were using before will not be what we'll be using now. Are we together? So I will tell you as a trader, the way you were trading last year is not the way you will trade this year. The way you were trading last month, the situation of last month was different. The tension was active. So we were using sentiment. We were trading sentimental. So when the tension comes to an end, you will not need to stick to that sentiment. Nani ananielewa? You shift with the market. When the market shift, also shift. I will tell you this and again. Whatever you see in the market is superior to whatever you know. Are we together? What the market is showing you is superior to whatever you know. Follow what the market is telling you, move with the market. So right now the tension is coming to an end. Alex is likely to share it in the next minute. As I am talking, Alex, you should be presenting your screen. So when this tension will be coming to an end, it means that the safe haven will be gaining massively. So safe havens that we all have in the forex market, we have the JPY and the gold market. So they will likely to be gaining massive. So in the meantime, in the next 5 minutes, let me allow Alex to communicate. So welcome, sir. Give us what we have on the news.
Thank you, Prof. So on the fundamentals, there is the tensions on the war. They are easing. There is an ease in the tensions. You can see this report by Wall Street Journal. It reports that the US has handed Iran a new nuclear framework if Tehran accepts 30 days of a detailed talks begin. So core US Iranian attestation that it does not seek nuclear weapons. So now this report about the nuclear weapons, it is all these discussions is about the uranium enrichment the nuclear weapons that Iran have. So remember that USA, they were fighting against the nuclear weapons by Iran. So now they are laying out a framework for Iran, for this war to end. So the framework includes major issues such as limiting or pausing the uranium enrichment, and also inspections of the Iranian nuclear facilities, and also the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz, or the reopening and easing of tensions on the Strait of Hormuz. So these reports, the US reportedly wants to stop the enrichment for many years and dismantle the key facilities. You remember that Iran holds some nuclear weapons, so US is trying to contain them. So Iran wants to keep some nuclear capability for civilian use, and they do not want to fully dismantle the program. So as this news progress, they will not be just at once. They will be progressive. It will be gradual rather than just at once. So as the tensions, but now this one is positive news for us traders, because we know that with this news, there is some anticipation that the tensions in the market will now begin to ease. Then some 13 minutes ago, we saw that there was this. Yes. Okay. Agreements reached by Iran, USA on easing the blockade in exchange for a gradual reopening of the Strait of Hormuz. So remember that USA, they imposed that blockade on the Strait of Hormuz, and they inspect everything that is going in and out of Iran. So that one is putting a lot of pressure on the economy of Iran, because USA, they dictate whatever will go in to Iran and whatever will come out because of that blockade. They do the inspection. So the US will gradually ease the sanctions and the pressure on Iran. But now this one will just be gradual, because you know that lazima kwanza Iran wa trust USA that wataize the blockade, na pia lazima USA wa trust Iran that they will open the Strait of Hormuz, that they will not attack the ships. So on one end, US wants proof that Iran will not attack shipping or expand its nuclear activities. And also, now Iran wants proof that the US will actually reduce pressure and not restart military operations immediately. So now this is a case of trust, building trust on one another. So it might not be immediate. It might just be gradual, because Iran should do this so that USA can do this. And on the other hand, USA must first reduce the pressure on Iran so that Iran may stop the attack on the ships. But now this is positive news for us. It means that we are slowly seeing the end to the war, or some ease on the tensions. So it will be positive news for us. So moving forward right now, because the tensions are easing, then we might see a gradual reopening of the Strait of Hormuz, meaning that oil prices now, oil will be in a good supply, so the prices will go low. So we may see that the dollar, because it is priced in, because oil is priced in dollars, we might see in the coming days the dollars trying to weaken. Then because gold is also priced in it is paired with the dollar, we might see some bullish momentums on gold. So right now, as you trade, we are now bullish on these safe haven pairs like gold. So that is all that is in the market. Maybe finally we can see the calendar for today. So today, from right now, we are on Thursday. Yes, from now 11, there are no major news today. The only news that we'll focus on, it is the 3:30 news, unemployment claims for the dollar, prelim non-farm productivity, and prelim unit labor cost. So I think this news will come during the time that we'll be hosting the meeting. So we will see how to trade this news. Yeah, the biggest news, the kesho NFP. Prepare yourselves. So good day. Back to you, Prof.
Thank you, Alex. Let us appreciate Alex. Thank you. So basically, we can see that the war, the tension is trying to come to an end. So basically, when the tension is trying to come to an end, you can see how the market is trying to react. The market is reacting in a different manner. That is the manner that I want to explain. When the tension comes to an end, one of the pair that is likely to gain, one of the instrument that is likely to gain during the tension coming to an end is gold. So when the war was very active, we saw that gold was very much weakening. So the dollar was strengthening against gold. But when the tension is coming to an end, gold becoming the safe haven that it is, then we can see how massive it has been gaining. Like the last hour when we saw the news came, that is Iran, they were trying to hand over that nuclear something from the Wall Street. You saw the market breaking very massively over here. How many of us saw that? Did you see it? It broke very massively and gave a very significant move. So with that significant move, the market created imbalance in the process. So one thing that you need to know as a trader, when the market moves, it moves in the basis of balance and imbalance. That is the basis of the market which moves. It moves in the basis of balance and imbalance. So in the process, it came and overtook the previous high that it had made. That is the high that it had made earlier on. It came and overtook it, and you're here. Now, we normally do this. How we analyze our market, we do something called top-down analysis. So from the top-down analysis, the candle that closed yesterday, it closed as a very strong bullish candle. So basically, if the market will move with the same momentum, kama ya jana, we're anticipating this market to move all the way to that region, because we saw the market breaking this liquidity over here that we are in right now. We have a liquidity area about here. So if the market manages to break this zone, so kutakuwa na some bit of ranging hapa, because that is a liquidity area. But in the process, this particular market is trying to take out the F50 EMA. So ukiangalia vizuri, you can see a sort of a trap W. Nani anaona hiyo trap? A sort of a trap W trying to form in the daily perspective. That is a sort of trap W. And then if you check on the lower side, that is the TDI, you can see the market went to did oversold, then ikarudi back, ndio hii imerudi. If you check hapa, you can see that our TDI, our RSI has just given us a W over here. Then the signal line is below the RSI line, so telling you that gold is pushing and pushing up. So if you can have that knowledge now in your mind that gold is going up and how the candle closed, then it shall be good information. Now, when you come here, very good. Now this is a daily perspective. Now H4, when you come to H4, candle yetu ya leo imefunga kama one vector candle. How many more to go? Hii candle ya leo imeamka tu kama one vector. How many more?
2.
So what is our biasness on the market today? Gold?
Bullish.
Buy.
Gold is basically bull. Are we together? Gold is basically bull. So if you know that gold is basically bull, so mali inaweza push toa hii this one, because the market is buying, we don't indicate the previous area. So kuja hapa, just come here, highlight hiyo region poa mpaka pale. Then kuna hii another supply that is over here. We have this supply that is over here. That is a supply that we have in H4. Sorry, ijaingia vizuri. Taichora poa tu. Then we have another one. That is why you can see the market trying to react hapa. This is another one. Are we together? That is another supply. So already tuko na how many supply? We have 2 supply. I'm trying to expand hii kitu. Give me a sec. Hii kitu inafanga inakuwa very surgical. Yeah. It requires to be very surgical. So ukiangalia vizuri hapo kuna market in H4 imeenda na hiyo H4 imeenda vizuri, inafunga in the next 4 minutes, inafunga kama very bullish, but in the process kuna hii line hapa ya hiyo line ya black. Nani anaona hiyo line ya black? That is the previous market ilifanya imbalance. So what I'm expecting maybe a slight correction over here. So if I come to H1 na nakuja naangalia H1 yangu inakaaje. This is how my H1 is looking like. Market yangu H1 bado MBL is above, so it is telling me we are still buying, but vile candle inataka kufunga inaonesha imetap hiyo region tulikuwa tunaona hiyo supply, then inapiga pin. So in the next 3 minutes ikifunga hivyo, then it means our market is likely to do a slight correction mpaka hapa chini. If it does that correction, then we'll be doing our buys later. So if you come to a lower time frame than that, now unakuja unaona you come just and see that even the market yetu imekuwa ikireact, ilifika pale kwa hiyo region, imetap, imehold hiyo region, inajaribu kuhold. So ukiangalia MBL, it is trying to tell you that it can't sell mpaka pale, mpaka wapi? Mpaka hapa, just a slight sell mpaka hapa to correct that imbalance. So that is my expectation. But now in forex market, anything and anything can happen. If you come to M5, you can see that that region is trying to hold. Basically, if this my region holds, I will have to put my pending order, that is my buy stop up. I'll have just to put my pending order up, that is 47.50. If that region holds, I will have to put my pending order 47.50 there. Then I will do my buys inside. So the highest I can go, 47.71. So if that happens, then the market will have to correct in the evening. So that is my expectation. Up to that point is around 228 pips. So if the market corrects, it will be a very better buy. But if it does not correct, we are still going to buy that particular market the way it is. How many of us are following me? If it does not correct, then we move with it mpaka pale juu mali tunaona hiyo supply inaishia, that is 47.71. There it will face a very big rejection because of the H4 time frame. We know higher time frame will always dictate what happens in a lower time frame. So as you can see, the market is trying to give some a sort of a trap over here, a sort of a trap. The market is trying to form a sort of a trap. So I'll be waiting to see how this trap come to an end. As you can see, maybe it trap ndio hii, yeah, ndio hiyo. But hii trap yangu iko complete because it is just two touch, three touch on the lower side, two touch on the upper side. So I'm expecting a third touch, then I will complete that trap. So I'm expecting this market, if it breaks, ikibreak trap itaenda mpaka wapi? Ikibreak hii trap it will just go mpaka hapa na irudi. Ikirudi, don't hesitate, just boom, panda nayo. So that is it. But now if that trap will hold, then I'm gonna expect this my market to go mpaka pale chini 47.19, then I will look for my buys. So for better chances of me making profits today, I will stick with buy opportunities. For my better chances, I will stick with buys today. How many of us are following me? For better chances. How many of us have tried to short gold? If you have tried to short gold today, I know you're a victim. My name is Jaribu Kushort Gold. You can be victimized unless now news happens, and it changes the structure of this particular market, how it is moving. If news happens, then it will be very, very bad for us. If news happen, it will be bad for us. So that is it for gold. So right now we are still in a waiting period. So I will be coming back to it after analyzing other pairs to see in the next few minutes how it has just reacted. So we have just concluded the H1 time frame, and a H1 time frame imefunga above. So it is basically telling you that market itafunga as a buy market in the next 1 hour. Si unaangalia validity imefunga above it. As much as ime respect the region imefunga above it. So hii candle ya sai either iende buy kabisa ama ikuje feel that point then imalizie kama buy. So that is my expectation on the same. So if you check other pairs, they are likely to give you some sort of a direction. So if you come to GU iko na some minor news today because niliona unemployment claim on gold on USD later on, though it is minor news. So on GU, this is how the market is looking. So this is our swing high that we had. Our swing high was mitigated it was mitigated yesterday. Our swing high that we had, this was our swing formation high. After swing formation high, the market came to and mitigated zone. After that, it rolled back to the 200 for correction. Then it came back. That is the previous day, that is Monday. On Tuesday, ikakuja ikaretest. Then we had now our first push. So this is our first push up. So I'm expecting a pull. This is a pullback at level 2. Market imerudi almost to the original consolidation. So I'm expecting a new high to be formed. So on this one, this is V1, this is V2. I'm expecting the market to continue up. But because we are entering the London session, a bit of a fake out, maybe some slight pullback over here, back kwa hii structure over here. You can expect some few pullback mpaka kwa hii structure over there. A maximum that it can go, maybe it can just come to test the previous low, then further push up high. So my first high risk trade, it will be over here. Then my second and my second entry will be down here where we have structures. So I only have 2 opportunities in this trade. Then later on during the day, I'll have some counter opportunities in the stop hand high. So that is my take on GU. I'm expecting some slight pullback, some slight correction to happen over here. So if the correction happens, then I'll be going with it. The market is giving buy. So even if we want to take a buy right now, it will not be possible because of the stop loss distance. The stop loss distance is too big for you. It is 31 pips to make around 31 again. So it is 1-to-1. We're not in the business of making 1-to-1. So don't do it. If you can check other pair like EU, it was also affected with the news. So our big formation high that we had last week, it was overtaken. So this is it. it was overtaken yesterday. So our peak formation high was overtaken. So we know that our market has just come to give us some formation. So we have rally over here. We have some rally. This is a base. Those of us in advance, you will understand this. This is a base. Our base has just been overtaken, so the market is likely just retesting that base over here. So they have the two pins, the pin 1 hii hapa, the pin ya chini ndio hii hapa. Where is the pin ya chini? This is it. So market yako inaweza ikareact hapa, just stop, continue buy, ama ikuje kupin ya chini ya the same base hapa, then continue to buy. Those are the opportunities that we have in EURUSD for today. Another pair that is very dangerous to trade in this season is this pair. This is a very dangerous pair to trade in this season is JPY pair. They are very dangerous pairs to trade because the intervention is still ongoing. So right now, if you can see the market, it is trying to give you some sort of ranging. So after range, boom, intervention. After range, boom, intervention. Hebu angalia how the market has been. Boom, boom, boom. Ukiangalia jana pia ilipiga ingine wazimu sana. So trading this particular pair in this season is very, very much suicidal. Are we together? It is very much suicidal. So you can keep off kindly. It is very much suicidal trading this pair at this hour. So keep off on that particular pair until things stabilizes. So let us see, check our gold back. Gold yetu ndio hiyo inaendelea vizuri. It is still giving us some sort of buys here. Let me look for USD chora. Ndio hiyo nilikwambia hii M5 ina try to hold. It is really trying to hold. Let me check kama hiyo ime overtake. So validity imeng'olewa. Ai. So you can do your pending orders, guys. You can do your pending orders. Buy on gold. You can do pending orders 47.52. Just book 100 pips, then get out. 47.52. It is going to buy massively. Ama uingie na execution. Do your stops. Or 748 is my stop loss. Let me see what happens in this area. Then come back to the previous one that we had. We know that gold is trying to push. Hii ni H1. So TP yako isikuwe mbali sana. Don't do TP mbali huko penye huwezi fika. Just do, you can do almost to ADR ama below ADR. Almost to ADR ama below ADR. Just somewhere there. Use good risk plan. Use good risk plan. Let us see how it operates. If it will hold, well and good. If it will not, ita push mpaka pale chini. You can call that trade imekata. But now I'm seeing the market, it is supposed to react over there. Niko almost kung'olewa mimi. Profit view ones. So if it fails, then it is pushing down mpaka hapa ku retest. It will be pushing chini. Don't counter. Chana. It will be giving us buys, but don't try to counter it. Don't try to counter it. It may break. It is bad. It is, but it may break. It may break. It will be pushing very hard. It will be pushing massive. Mpaka huko chini. It will be pushing massively. So we have a region here. So if it breaks this region, so itasell mpaka huko chini. So if this region will not hold, ongojea buy yako huku chini. Are we together? If that region will not hold, ngojea buy yako huko chini. So as we discussed yesterday, our first entry has been taken out. Wait for the second entry. Are we together? Our first entry has just been taken out. Wait for the second entry. So that is how we trade. So allow me to welcome Shedi to take us through the second phase. Shedi.